May 24th, 2019. For many, this is just another date, just another insignificant moment in time. But for myself and the other 147 students sitting before you tonight, this day means so much more. This day closes the chapter on the only thing we have ever known. For 14 years, we've worked diligently, some harder than others, to reach this point. We've made it through Coach Taylor's infinite amount of U.S. history readings. We've overcome the thousands of essays Miss Amanda Horn forced us to write in her English class. We've even survived one of the most challenging things in life, passing Coach Simmons' math class. Our entire lives have been centered around reaching this stage, and now we can finally say we've made it. The long hours and exhausting days have paid off, and we can now reap in the rewards as high school graduates. Before we shift our gaze toward our futures beyond the campus of Heard County, we owe it to this school and to the hundreds of people who pushed us to the stage to reflect back on our experiences over the past 4 years. It is those experiences that have shaped us into the people we are today. It is those moments that have laid the very foundation for our futures. It is those instances that will forever remind us that we are all Heard County Braves. Tonight, we begin to bask in the unforgettable memories we have made in this very place we all call home. Just a few short years ago, we walked through the bridge double doors as scared, timid freshmen, and now, 4 years later, we walked out of those same bridge doors for the final time as high school graduates. Looking back over the winding road that led us to this point, we can recall the foundational people in every one of our lives. I could not possibly give this speech and not mention the one person in my life who taught me the most patience and self-control, my brother. Drew, through all of the times you aggravated me, annoyed me, and pushed me closer to murder than anyone else, I can honestly say I could not have made it here without you. You were the closest friend I could ever have, and I'm just lucky to be able to call you my brother. However, I feel like I've also impacted your life. So much, in fact, you had to cut your hair and become my twin. However, the two most essential people in my life are by far my parents. I say wholeheartedly that I would not be where I am today without their love and support throughout my life. Dad, thank you for staying up late into the night, helping me make various science projects that were due the next day. Thank you for shaping me into a better man through your advice and wisdom. Thank you for being the example of the kind of dad I one day will strive to be. Mom, thank you for all the countless trips to school and practice. Thank you for always making sure I had what I needed, even if it meant you had to do without. Thank you for your outpouring of love that I will forever treasure in my heart and hope to replicate in my life. Thank you isn't enough for what both of you have done for my life, and I hope that I can be at least half the parents you were to me. Oh, and Mom and Dad, I know that this is all in return for the even greater thing I've done for both of you, making sure you didn't strike out with both your kids. But to the graduating class of 2019, remember all we have accomplished together. Very few classes in Heard County history can even compare to the 147 family members that began their journey with me tonight. No, we didn't all get along. No, we didn't all agree. But it is because of every person in this class that we are here tonight. It is because of every person that we accomplished what we did in our 4 years of high school. I mean, what other class can say they shut down an entire county and brought a football state championship back to where we are seated tonight? While we might not all stay in touch as we walk away from Staples Stadium tonight, in fact, we might not ever see each other again, but personally, I will never forget the class of 2019. I will forever cherish the memories I made with each one of you. I will remember the friendships I built these past 4 years, and I will always treasure the fact that I was a part of this memorable class. So for that, thank you. Thank you for putting up with my infinite number of questions. Thank you for listening to me complain about missing one question on a test. And finally, thank you for making high school the best moment of my life. Graduates, this crowning moment of graduation should not be the end then. In fact, it should simply be the beginning. The turning of the page in the book of life. As we move on from the campus of Heard County High School, we look toward the future, envisioning success and prosperity for our lives, but also treasuring the fundamental values this entire community has instilled within us over the past 14 years. This community and this school have laid the foundation for the rest of our lives, but we cannot let our futures drown out all we have learned in our time as Heard County Braves. This small school in Franklin has built a cornerstone we can all build our lives around. It takes us toward our goals. It paves the path to our dreams. It stands as a beacon of hope for our futures. Thank you.